All right.
Yeah.
So one of the other things I think I might have heard it from a little birdie or something like that, was that the city of one of the commissioners had introduced something about Black Lives Matter on the commission, and my understanding was it didn't pass. I don't know if they wanted a referendum or just want the city to make a statement about Black Lives Matter. Is that something that you're familiar with, or is it something? And if that issue does come up again, is that something that you would support for the city to make a statement on Black Lives Matter?
What for me, I've been watching this, and I did hear that, and I did hear that it was funny because I'm not going to say which commissioner, but I do know that one of the commissioners, I think it's because people don't really understand what Black Lives Matter means. I think they think that we're saying that, no, you know, just our life matters. So I've heard that a lot, is saying, well, all life matters, not just your Black life. And that's not what Black Lives Matter. It's just that equal justice for all. For me, what I think, what I would work with in the city when it comes to Black Lives Matter is, again, the cultural understanding of each other, and to make sure, I don't know what it is that they wanted to pass. I'm looking for a word. I can't talk about that because I really don't know what it is that they wanted to pass, but I know that the conversation did come up about having, is it a day or something like that that represents Black.
To make a statement. You know how, like, when right after George Floyd had passed, I mean, was killed, basically, a lot of the companies and cities, they were like, you know, they made a statement that they're in support of Black Lives Matter. You know, I mean, I was getting emails from like all different type of places. I mean, there were some companies that gave people Juneteenth off, right? You know, and
yes.
A movement, right? A lot of companies, even though they never, you know, they might have had a diversity statement or something like that, you know, but then they specifically said that, you know, we're in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. So I believe maybe the referendum was something to that effect, to say,
to say that Black Lives Matter. Well, I personally know that my son, my baby, matters, and every single day I worry about him. I worry about my son since the day he was born until now, especially now that he's not. I have nightmare about my son, and he's a male. He's an African-American male. And it's not just, I've seen, there was a young man from Harvard that was shot, that went to Harvard. You saw that. So it's not like they're stereotyping one particular person with hair or this. It's just Black in general, you know. That has been very visual. And for me as a Black mother, I see that. But I think one of the things that I'm going to say that other culture needs to understand is that it's truly, and I think they're starting to see that now, but it's truly that we have been overlooked, killed, opportunity have passed us only because the color of our skin.
Yeah.
You know, that's it. And me, I come from Connecticut. I mean, for crying out loud, you know, I'm in Connecticut, where for me, I've never, to tell you the honest truth, I never experienced racism. The very first time of me experienced racism when I went to Jamaica. I'm in Connecticut, and I don't know if they showed it to me, but I never really, because I've never really seen it. I've never been a part, I've never had someone say, I'm this because I'm Black. I had a white girlfriend, and I went to her house, and they go, you know, they would say things like, and at that time I'm like, oh, those, not all Black people are like that. You would hear things like that, but never once anyone would say to me, you're not going to do this because you're Black. And never I felt like I was treated that way. But now that I'm older and I'm in the world and I see it, but my very first time of experience racism was in my own country, Jamaica.